Hans to Michelle Birdsong, daughter of the sun, Eve, mother of all living. You're looking at a picture of the son of the sun, Jesus Christ, the Buddha, Govinda Singh Dhillon. This is part 2 of Eve says, sun is the power behind life on earth. How do you know that earth is affected by the gravitational pull of the sun? Answer. Newton realized that the reason the planets orbit the sun is related to why objects fall to earth when we drop them. The sun's gravity decoded. G for God, the sun, and R for her, A for A, V for vital, I for pleasure, TY for TIE, tie. God the sun and her, Eve, a vital pleasure tie. Okay, they're tied together and it's pleasurable for them. The sun watches Eve, Venus, Venus, goddess of love, his daughter, at all times for pleasure. Her pleasure is keeping people loving people. Her, Eve, Venus's pleasure is helping, not keeping, is helping people, loving people, and loving people. The sun's gravity pulls on the planets, just as Earth's gravity pulls down anything that is not held up by some other force and keeps you and me on the ground. That information is from NASA, the government. Space Peace Review. Gravity decoded. G for girl, her Eve, and sun, A for A, V-I-T for vital, T-I-E, tie. Girl, her Eve, and sun, a vital tie. As long as the sun's attraction to his daughter Eve exists, he will be still. And we on earth under him can know that he is God because he provides life to us. In other words, light, heat, and energy for food. I am, be still. I am relatively still. That's how you know that's how you know that I am God. I be still. That's how you know that I am God. Now that's the sun. I see all. Okay? I am that. I am God. I am that. I am. I am the at, TH for thee, AT for at. I am the at your beck and call. I am I not? From Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Definition of Gordian knot. Number 1, an intricate problem, especially a problem insoluble in its own terms. Insoluble. I for pleasure, N for in, S-O for sun, S-U-N, sun, L for will, U-B-L-E, U-B-L-E, B-U-B-L-E, Buble, Michael, Archangel. Okay, let's read it. Pleasure in sun's will, and Son's will. This Son is Jesus Christ. This Son is the highest power in the sky. Okay, pleasure in Son's will, pleasure in Son's will. The Son's will. I'm talking about Michael Bublé. Michael, Archangel. He is the Son of the S-U-N, of the Son. Often used talking about the word Gordian knot. Often used in the phrase, cut the Gordian knot. Second meaning, a knot tied by Gordius, king Phrygia, held to be capable of being untied only by the future ruler of Asia, and cut by Alexander the Great with his sword. Okay, what do we need to decode? Asia. A as I for pleasure, I for I, A for A. As pleasure, I a source. Eve. Okay, she's a source of energy. Alexander the Great with his sword, and sword backwards as D for doctors, O-R for order, W for worried, S for Stevie, W for wonder. Doctor's orders worried Stevie Wonder. Would change, make him unhappy. Worried that he would lose love if he got his eyesight back, if the doctors gave him his eyesight back. Stevie, decoded. S-T for saint, S-T for saint. E for Eve, E-V for Eve. I for pleasure. E for earring. W for wonder. St. Eve's pleasure, hearing. Her earrings and God's pleasure, sounds. Her earrings are God's sounds, pleasure. That's here. H-E for her, E-A-R, ear, ring. Her ear rings in God's pleasurable sounds. She hears God's sound in her ear, in other words. How did Alexander the Great untie the knot? Both Plutarch and Arrian relate that, according to Aristobulus, Alexander the Great pulled the knot, and allowing him to pull the knot out of its pole pin, exposing the two ends of the cord and allowing him to untie the knot without having to cut through it. Alexander later went on to conquer Asia as far as the Indus and the Oxus, thus fulfilling the prophecy. So said Wikipedia. Indus. IND is 8th Avenue subway train line. ING, train of thought. US, us, is Adam and Eve. Oxtus, O for order. X for unknown. 2, D for daughter of the sun. U for under the, S for sun. Order unknown to daughter of the sun, under the sun. Did Alexander the Great cut the knot as Merriam-Webster said, or did Alexander untie the knot as Wikipedia said? The order is unknown to Eve, so she's trying to find out. Okay, the heart knows. Listen to your heart and you will know the right way to go. The thinking blows. It is full of ego. It will show you the way to go. It wants you to go. It will tell you only what it wants you to know. The wrong way to go. The wrong beliefs to know. The heart is pure truth. Its brain is of the most beneficial use. And that's a poem by Eve, mother of all living, daughter of the sun. God is the only one capable of perfect love. Okay, this says, love enters us, United States. Oh, Eve's love enters us, United States, under the sun. Eve's love enters under the sun. The guardian knot is a legend of Phagyan. You know I don't pronounce words the way other people pronounce words. That's my quirkiness. I have Aquarius rising. I'm quirky. Okay, Gordium associated with Alexander the Great, now being Alexander Danilian. It is often used, the Gordian knot is often used as a metaphor for an intractable problem, untying an impossibly tangled knot, solved easily by finding decoded, right? F for find, IND for train of thought, which, I for pleasure, N for enters, G for God. Find train of thought which pleasure enters God. Ask yourself, does this please God who is within me? God is within me. So ask yourself, before you do something, would this please God? Should I do this? Would it please God? The Gordian knot is often used as a metaphor for the intractable problem, untying an impossibly tangled knot, solved easily by finding an approach to the problem that renders the perceived constraints of the problem moot. Cutting the Gordian knot. Turning him to any cause of policy, the guardian knot of it, he will unloose, familiar as his garter. Shakespeare wrote that. Shakespeare is Eve. That was in his play Henry V, Act 1, Scene 1, 45 to 47. What means Midas and the Gordian knot? Midas was king of Phrygia. His son Midas, to show their gratitude, dedicated their wagon to the deity of the oracle and tied it up in its place with an intricate fast knot, which became famous as a Gordian knot. It was said that whosoever would untie this knot would become the lord of whole Asia. Not decoded. KN for kin, NOT for not, kin not. Something not related to me, foreign. Okay, the not is something not related to me, something foreign. F for feel, O for order, reign. Feel the order of reign. Reign over creation. Holy royal family of Holy royal family, reign over creation. Holy royal family of true humans, good gods, geniuses, and saints, headed by Jesus Christ, the Buddha, being Govinda Singh Dhillon, and Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ's wife, Mary Magdalene, to Michelle Birdsong, the son's daughter and son, unite as man and wife. Mary Magdalene is Eve, Venus goddess of love. It was said that whosoever would untie the knot would become the Lord of whole Asia. Whole decoded. W for world, H for heaven on earth, O for order, L for will of Adam, E for energy of Eve. Whole, world, heaven on earth, order, the will of Adam and the energy of Eve. From Story of the Gordian Knot and Midas, story from Greek mythology, tell-a-tale, featured snippet, mooch definition. This is heavy, huh? What is the Gordian treatment? Alexander quickly solved his problem and gained a new kingdom by slicing the knot in half with his sword. Since then, Gordian knot has become a term for a difficult problem, and the phrase, cut the Gordian knot, has become a popular way to describe a neat solution for an apparently insurmountable difficulty. That's from Merriam-Webster.com. Dictionary. Definition of Gordian knot by Merriam-Webster. Moot definition, adjective. Number 1. Subject to debate. Moot. Subject to debate, dispute, or uncertainty. Whether the temperature rise was mainly due to the greenhouse effect was a moot point. Similar word, debatable. Number 2, having little or no practical relevance. Typically because the subject is too uncertain to allow a decision. The whole matter is becoming increasingly moot. The verb for moot, raise a question or topic for discussion. Suggest an idea or possibility. Sylvia needed a vacation, and a trip to Ireland had been mooted. Similar word, raise, bring up. Clue from Eve. Similar sounding word, muted, meaning quiet. In raising and bringing up his kids, he constantly muted them. Does moot mean irrelevant? I agree with Paul Robinson. This is the answer. In general, American colloquial English usage, a moot point is one that is contrary to the original definition. No longer open to debate was the original definition of the word moot. That's the definition I learned. So I don't know why and when they changed it. I'm running out of time. So, has any practical consequences? That no longer has any practical consequences. The point is moot. English language usage, stack exchange. Who decides which words to include in the dictionary and to determine what they mean? Merriam-Webster editors study the language as it's used. They carefully monitor which words people use most often and how they use them. Okay, we're going to stop now because I'm running out of time. Thank you for watching, and you'll have a part 3 to have more interesting information from Eve, mother of all living.